For Coach?
So, Coach, just, first time we're talking to you, when you get approached with the opportunity to coach at Cincinnati, what was it that went through your mind that led to the decision?
Oh, man, just thought about all the great teams that's played here, obviously. All the great players that's come through here, all the great running backs that's come through here. I think that's very important right there, obviously, with the position that I coach. I want to be a part of something special. And knowing what Coach Satterfield does offensively, he wants to run the ball. So definitely as a running back and a running back coach, this is something that you want to be a part of.
Mm-hmm. What were your thoughts on Corey Kiner first time you saw him or on tape?
First time I saw him on tape, I knew I had a good football player. And everything I heard about him in terms of just leadership, the kind of young man that he is, really made me excited. Because obviously not only is he talented on the field, he's talented off the field. He possesses leadership qualities that is really necessary, especially for that group. We are kind of a young group after Corey. So I think Corey, man, is going to do a great job not only helping me, but also being a great example for those young men and show them how to do it.
Do you have experience with outside zone as a coach? And if so, just take us through what that's like.
Absolutely. Pretty much, football is football. And we all run outside zone. The previous school I was at, we execute outside zone, not as much, but it was definitely part of the scheme. But I love it. I think it just handles so much right there, especially from a defensive standpoint. Front, don't matter. Blitz, don't matter. We're able to pretty much be able to pick it all up, especially as long as we're executing. So definitely a great run scheme. And I've watched Coach Satterfield for a very long time be really good, really good at this scheme.
Was the fully returning starting offensive line just a cherry on top that got you to come here a little bit?
That definitely helps. Obviously, man, for what we're trying to do and who we want to be, that definitely helps right there. And it definitely made me smile when I heard that. So yes.
Has Corey gotten faster last year? That you kind of needed a breakaway guy, and Corey did it sometimes,
right.
But you have some other guys out there with some wheels.
We definitely got some younger guys, and that's why Corey is so important, really, to this process, to get those guys to learn what we do, especially offensively. It can be a lot at times, so that's really where I got to lean on Corey at times to really help those guys in those situations right there, just 100% knowing what to do. But no doubt we have some other guys in that room that will complement Corey. They're not necessarily scat backs, but they are guys that are a little bit faster, a little bit quicker. So definitely looking forward to getting those younger guys some more reps and see who kind of emerges.
How excited are you to kind of help further the passing game from this backfield this season? Maybe see some more of that.
Absolutely. I'm excited. I got plenty of ideas, but the biggest thing is just really focus on us at running backs right there, and really being great at what we do. At the previous place I was at, the running back, he caught 53 passes, and it wasn't like we were doing special things with it. We were just running regular running back routes, option routes, arrow routes, swing routes, and the biggest thing, just being great at that. That's all. So when the ball comes our way, just making sure we take advantage of those opportunities, no matter where we are in the field, and just taking advantage of it. So,
taking a position like this, first whirlwind week here, what was the most important thing for you to do right away when you took this position?
Probably the most important thing was learn. I think that's very important. As a player, I had 3 different position coaches, the guys, obviously, we came in and knew what was going on. Obviously, you knew those guys were for real. And I think that's very important, especially because I've sat in that room. I've had 3 different position coaches. The guys that came in, man, and tried to learn it right away. You obviously knew their investment. It was important to them. And they came in, and just by them showing how important it was to us, all right, we were already bought in, okay? So I thought that was the very first thing right there. I got here 3 days prior to spring practice, and I wanted to be able to coach my own guys. I think that's very important right there because I want to be able to come in and start building a relationship with those guys, and again, have those guys hearing me coach. I think that's very important right there. And again, showing those guys how important it is to me, right? I come in 3 days, and I pretty much know the offense, all right? That's very important, all right? And by doing that, I can challenge other guys, especially other guys who've been here a year, maybe 2, and maybe don't know it as well as I do, right? That's a personal issue. We have to do better. We got to make sure we're getting in our playbook to learn it. Like right now, on spring break, I'm confident in the first 2 installs. I will be studying my butt off for the next, for the install 3, 4, 5, whatever we got coming up. So I'm going to make sure I'm prepared. And you always have to be the example as a coach. So that's very important.
Chance from Grambling, what is he at?
He's definitely done some really good things. He's definitely a change of pace guy from Corey. He's a fast young man. So he's a home run guy, kind of what we were talking about earlier right there, somebody that can complement Corey. But so far he's been very impressive. He's actually made some really good plays, made some really good cuts, and been able to show his speed.
Is it Kobe I saw break one?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah. Well, everybody's in the mix at this point.
But, yeah, that's right.
Your thoughts on him?
On Corey?
Kobe, Manny.
Oh, man, Manny has come along and done some really good things. Obviously, we still have to continue to develop and grow in the playbook. I think that's the biggest thing with Manny, continue to grow in the playbook. Athletically and ability-wise, he has it. Okay, but when you're talking to young players, they think so much about ability. Okay, you have to know this is the ultimate team sport. It's 11 guys that got to be on the same page, moving to the same drum, and that's very important right there. And again, Manny has all the ability. It's just continue to grow in the playbook right there to where he can execute no matter what's going on.
Piggybacking off of that, talk about Evan Pryor a little bit there in the running back room as well, and just what you've seen from him.
Evan's smooth, man. He really is. He's smooth. He has great movement. He's real fluid. He's the kind of guy that's really good in one-on-one situations that can win with his feet, make guys miss. And he's not a small guy, so he still shows some physical capabilities, especially inside the tackles right there, but very, very excited about him. I think he has a chance to be a guy that could definitely complement Corey in certain situations and definitely be able to help out, especially in the throw game.
Your hamstring all right, and you ran with him.
My back was a little tight, but yes, sir.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.